Welcome to 85 on Rauta with Dunkelheit, Produktionen. As always in India 5, we have 5 different releases which I will be briefly going through for your pleasure. We'll start in alphabetical order this time, and the first release comes from Panama. This is Abatuar, which has previously visited Rauta as well. And mind you, all these releases are rather old ones. For example, this is from 2015. So this is a one-man band with a release that actually contains 2 previous recordings, demo or EP. I'm not actually sure. My memory doesn't serve me well, but anyway, it's a sort of a compilation. Very lengthy track names put into this release with about 23 minutes or so, and it's all about fast tempo death metal, or death black rather. If you have ever heard bands like Blasphemy and the like, you know pretty much what to expect. Unfortunately, this is very mediocre when it comes to actual music, and one of the reasons is that it is kind of the type of band that lacks really much those killer riffs and ultra cool songs and all that stuff. So it's like demo version of bands like Blasphemy, Archcode, and whatever. I mean, it has basically all the ingredients, that is, from crawly vocals, etc., but it's not really delivering as expected. And one of the reasons is that this is one of those bands that are not paying too much effort into the production. So it's kind of a messy, it's kind of a chaotic, and it's, as such, a little bit of a disappointment. Not outright bad, but really mediocre. Now, much the same genre is here with a band called Blasphemous Putrefaction. This is a 5-track demo on tape format. Not so much to see here either. It's a 2-man band. This starts with a 3-minute intro, which is about shoveling dirt and all that stuff. That is, opening the grave. And then it soon becomes being very much like fast tempo death metal in a dark way. Once again, pretty much like Blasphemy and the like, but not so much black metal, metallic. Very simple, very 1990s early stuff in terms of death metal. Mediocre as such. It doesn't exactly have very cool material, but then again, there's nothing big problematic there either. It's just like, okay, I get where you're going, but you're still having a demo phase. So not maybe ready yet for a full-length feature album, but at least it's going to basic death metal. Then we go to Portugal with a band called Procession. This is a double CD release, as you can pretty much already figure out. Continues from old ones to newer ones. So on CD2 there's like 5 demo recordings, and the CD1 is all about the new tracks. Now, the style has changed a bit. The new material is about more like an experimental drone and ambient. That is, their vocals, their percussions, rhythmic parts, singing parts, and all that stuff, which, in my opinion, don't really fit the music that well. Whereas the demos, in fact, are more into simple drone ambient and more minimalist design, which then again are more to my liking. The only exception is the split track on the second album in the end, which is kind of split with Portuguese black metal band Black Silis. And that one is kind of like in a transition phase of a song compared to new material and the older ones. So I find this really hard to recommend because it's so diverse and not in a good way. It's like the new material is so much different from the past, and the past then again is rather good, the new one not so much. But if you're a drone maniac, if you're more into exploring new genres, experimenting with the genres and whatever, this might be your cup of tea. Then let's go back to black death metal chaoticism. This one is a split release between Goatblood and Nihil Domination. 2 bands basically approaching the same genre, actually from the same direction. Very simple digipack, looking nicely, all that stuff, but also very classic in the terms of, being black, red, and white. And both bands are, in fact, one of those bands that are just going on with fast, chaotic tempo, crappy sound and being just brutal and violent all the time. Now Goatblood is still suffering the same problem as before. It's way too monotone for its own good, and it's not delivering even good sound. I mean, they're all the ingredients what you expect from a black death metal band, but in a mediocre way. And that is not too shabby thing to do. I mean, they have the skill probably to do a lot better, but I think they are kind of repeating the same patterns instead of going a little bit more wild with their creations. I think the guys understand the genre but are unable to execute it. Maybe I'm wrong, but this is how I feel about it. Now, Nihil Domination is basically doing the same, but with crappier outcome. Crappier production, faster tempo, which all gets too messy. It's not enjoyable to listen to, which I'm kind of sorry for, because I mean, I love death metal, I love black metal, I am also enthusiastic about black metal combos as much as black trash combos or death trash combos, but when they're poorly executed, I'd rather stay away from them, and this is one of those splits which I'm not too happy about it. Demo level material in my opinion, which probably should not deserve proper CD. But the last one is also the best one. This comes from Finland. It's Shades of Deep Water. This is kind of a split tape. That is, there's Syvien sävyjen universumi, which is the second EP, and the second one is Desolation. These are both EPs that are very much the same style of being kind of a doom or doom death, with very nice melodic riffs and ideas, and those melodies are exactly the reason why this stands out of the crowd, because this is something that is nicely composed. It's kind of a catchy, and it's also very atmospheric. The only flaw, which is kind of a minor thing, is that this is also lacking a proper production. So this feels much like demoing the whole material for the band, but all the good elements are already within these songs. So this one would be my choice out of all these 5 releases if I had to just pick one. The rest are more or less mediocre, some even less, like the Nihil Domination part, but this one stands out of the crowd. It's nice stuff. And the good news is you don't have to buy any of these blindly or without listening to them, because you have all those links on the description box, so you can pretty much check out which bands are good or worth your time and probably your money as well. And of course, some of these bands have already newer material out there. These are all quite old releases, 2015, 16, 17. So some bands are already, out there with more progressed, better releases. But this is all about having those older ones getting through, because that's what Dunkelheit also sent me for review. So there you have it. Hope you enjoy them, and good luck finding your new fan favorites. See you soon with more Rauta review. This is Jerry. Bye.